This thing has got the rubber insulator thing. So we'll peel this thing back, get the thing on it, and then put the rubber back over top. And you can see I've been in here before. I changed the alternator about a year ago exactly, roughly. And I cleaned up this connection with like a wire wheel. It was all kind of nasty. So the pigtail's right here. I found like the head of it. It goes right into the back right next to here. So that looks good. We can put this bad boy back on. I gotta make sure every one of these hoses is on now. I think I can start filling coolant in it. Each other. So we can go ahead and put this hose on, let's say. So it's got the clamp here. I think I'm gonna have to grab the tool, pinch that clamp down so that I can slide it on, like bottom it out like it's supposed to be. This is that fun hose that's always in the way of everything when I'm trying to film. Yeah. All right, I'll get that on there. Oh, and then I gotta make sure I put the wire on the alternator too before I get ahead of myself. There we go. There's those pliers. Yeah, it definitely needs a good cleanup in here. It's gonna be better when I get this van done so I can actually pull it out and clean again in here. So, here we go. There. It's nice because then you can hands-free move it. It's like embedded in the... trying to be. Just want to cinch it back. Ow. Okay, I'm good. It didn't get my hand. This has like two sides. I guess they're the same size. Okay. Disregard what I'm talking about on that. Here we go. Okay, let's get it on there. There. Now it should be able to get on without that hose, getting in the way of it. Yeah, excuse my for a minute here. Just want to go deep so it's bottoming out and get to a better view for you. Okay. Kind of twist it, push at the same time. Oh yeah. Pretty down there, pretty good. We'll get a little more. Alright, we'll get that hose clamp in. Just want to do it by hand. I don't want to take pliers and stuff to this because it can chew up your hose and whatnot. There we go. Just want it in there good. You don't want to just be like assuming it's good. This can cause problems with all this stuff. So going to Gold Prospect King. What kind of stuff do you do on YouTube? Thanks for stopping in. It's a tight fit. It's on there though. I think I can go a little bit further though. Alright. Just have to tap the back of that clamp a little bit with like a punch and a hammer just to get it down just a smidgen. This should work. I don't need a ton of force for it. Alright, whoops. Just to keep that. You can see. Alright. So, move you guys over here so you can see what I'm about to do. Alright, so that hose clamp down here, it's taking this, just a extension, 3/8 extension. This doesn't have to have a socket on it. Normally, if I use a punch, it's basically the same concept. Just gonna smack it down a little bit so it gets into position where we want it. Then we can start putting coolant in this thing. Alright. Put this light over here better. That's better. Stuff just keeps bumping into each other. Let's try that. Try forcing it down some more. Just feeling with my hand. This area's tricky, that light. Just keep casting shadows by it. That's better. Pull this clamp back a little bit. Here. It needs to go down some, I think. All right. That should be good. Oh yeah, that'll be good. So I make sure it's on the top too though. Because it's not good if it's not clamping the actual hose clamp. You feel a tight fit. I don't think that's deep enough. There. Kind of better. Okay, there, now we can confirm or deny if it's actually, oh wow, yeah, it's like real good in there, I'd say. Well, I'm gonna push it down some more with that clamp out of the way. I don't want this thing leaking and have to redo it or be back in here again anytime soon. So call that good. Not just calling it good, but I can see that it's good. It's a tight fit, but it fits. Then we'll do that alternator power supply. Real tight fit, guys. Get my arm in here. We'll do that thing like I was doing earlier then. Just might have more control with this, a short one. It helped. Okay, maybe the longer one's easier. I don't have to strike it so close with it in front of all that stuff that's in the way. That's better. Try that little brass hammer, give it more force. Let's try that one. I'll just use this one. This one's right here. Just want to get that hose clamp seat. Yeah, I don't remove it. I think that looks good. Alright, that should be good. Alright. Alright. Alright, we can fill the antifreeze back now. We'll get this coolant tank down in there too. That was up because I was doing the LED headlights. The relay harness stuff installed that had to come up so I could do that. But now it's all good. So now you start putting coolant in this thing. But yeah, now we'll put this in here and then we'll do the alternator wire. Just a lot of stuff, little things I gotta go in. And this I gotta make sure I have the pigtails for these wiper sprayer motors, you know, plugged into before I put it down in there. So we're gonna do that now too. Yeah, and they're proprietary to each plug, so you can't mess this up. You can't mess it up by not plugging it in, basically. That one's in. Because one's bigger than the other. I tried to physically plug it into the wrong one and it won't allow it. So, can't really mess that up. Oh, and we'll do something about this wire pigtail that was for the original headlight stuff, because it goes to the other plug that comes from the wire harness stuff you get to install them. So we'll do something to seal that up. See what I got for heat shrink tubing in here. We got anything that big though. No. Huh. Oh, we could put some of this tape on it. Then just have it out of the way. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll get the light over here too. So that's how it goes in now. And this is the old Holt wire. We're going to keep it intact. Just want it to be safe and out of the way. Probably just tuck it to the side, honestly. Because if I try to strap it with other stuff, it's a good chance of it, like, you know, getting ground down and stuff by friction. So if it's just out of the way, it's probably just fine. Because when I did the power steering pump on the 98K 1500 that's outside last year, when you get those power steering pumps, they have a new design where they don't need that little plug-in for, it's like an Evo system it is called, where it has an electronic sensor trying to like make turning like, or make it less sloppy and when you're driving on the highway kind of thing, stuff like that. I guess they're known to fail, so they just did away with it with the pigtail still there. And I just, you know, set the pigtail off to the side and just don't use it. So it's kind of like that concept with this thing. When you get this washer sprayer in here, this has to go through the back first. There's not enough room where I plugged it in the first time, so we're rerouting it now. That's the wrong one. Yeah, these are only going one way. Or within the same plug style, because they're slightly different. Yeah, that's what goes here. Have to push it hard. Really hard. What is going on with that? There's pinch in there. Get these in place and I'll keep going. Okay, that one's in. This goes to this side. Might be the Chinese motors I got on this side. It doesn't like it. Okay, I got it. It actually won't fit now. That's weird. Definitely not smooth though. Okay, now we can get this thing in place. Just get the wires out of the way. So I want something disconnected because this thing pushed it out, and you got to open it back up again. Yeah. Yeah. There. Okay. And it's got a little stud that it sits onto. It doesn't just sit there. And then make something pop off. Seat green. Oh, that's fun. Then we can windshield washer fluid. That's all right. That one can unhook. And all good too. It looks like it's resolved on the tank side. It's just residual of what leaked out all that fast. In the butt. Just make sure they're all nice and seated in there good. For some reason the plug came right off. Oh, it pulled it to the side. Yeah, so carefully guide it down so it doesn't get like what I just had happen. Okay, we got our little keeper Christmas tree things here. All right, let's do this alternator thing. Yeah, we got a little bit of spillage, windshield washer fluid. All right, now we'll get that alternator wired connected, cinched in there. Just a lot of little stuff too right now, like that. But super important, this thing won't run right if you don't do these things. Whoops. Well, thanks for that, Peppermint. I appreciate it. So, all right, yeah, let's put this connection on here now. In the future, it might be easier to put this stuff in here before I put the throttle plate stuff in, but it's in there now. It's all right. The main thing is just pulling this collar back on the connection so that you can, there, we got it sticking out. See what I'm talking about? That's got to go on the back of this alternator. Gets sandwiched on a stud with a nut. So doing that now. It's going to be kind of hard to show you guys that, but you see what connection I'm trying to put on it. And make sure you're hanging on tight so you don't lose this nut when you back it off. It's just leaking out still. Let me take a look at the level. I got washer sprayer fluid anymore. I don't know. It was going good until I touched it. Well, we'll figure that out. I think I know what the problem is. I bought cheapo windshield washer sprayer motors for that thing. And the seals are junk. I'm going to have to buy the OEM ones. So buy once and cry once, guys. Lesson learned on that. The seals are junk on it. So it's not sealing right. You just barely breathed on it and it started leaking. I just lost all that. Then I got to add in how much windshield washer fluid you lost and all the other stuff. It just doesn't add up to winning, guys. It's buying those cheap parts. It was good until I breathed on it. So I put too much convoluted tubing on the back of this. So I'm going to clip this zip tie and take that stuff off so I can have the clearance I need to pull the rubber back on it. So I'll grab a pair of cutters here. Yeah, there goes all my washer fluid. Thanks, Chinese parts. try to save a little money on this Chinese part here and there, and it just never adds up. You put them a little bit to the test like that, you're just kind of barely moving it around, putting it back in place, and then the seals aren't good in it from the factory. So let's clip this. Zip tie off it. Throw a zip tie on the garbage here. On the floor for now, but we'll throw it all away when it ultimately. See, now we got that clearance we need. That's the power feed, that's why it's red on the jacket. So if I can get this to pull back. Just pull it off to the side kind of thing. Okay, and we got our little nut already taken off here by my side right here. Get it down there a bit. All right. All right, let's get on there. Still kind of obstructing, it's annoying. Yeah. Put a little bit too much wire loom tape underneath it. That's why it's catching like that. I'm going to clip some of that wire loom tape back. Just a smidgen. Or shave it back. Grab a razor blade. I'd say this stuff would have been fine if I didn't have to put it all back on, but it was already taken off. So just be putting wire loom tape on stuff. Just have the clearance you need. This isn't a big deal, you just trim it back. You know, just being mindful and careful not to cut into the wire jacket. So once I get this back a bit, and then I can pull that rubber back to like I can't, supposed to. Let's get more of it here. Get a little more trimming in there. So don't get too carried away with the wire loom tape. I'm calling it wire loom tape because it's a little different than electrical tape. It's more like a hockey puck type tape. Okay. Well, let's see if it'll go down. So I'll trim it back more. Don't necessarily have to take all the tape off. Just get it back so it has enough clearance to peel back on the wire. That's probably good. Oh yeah, there we go. That stuff trimmed out of there. It's not so bad about making mistakes, guys. It's just making sure you correct them on this kind of stuff. There, that's good. I think that'll work. I'm just gonna fit it in there because that rubber really likes to be on where it's supposed to be, and it's only got to be moved out of that way for a little while. It's real important too, though, because that prevents this thing from being shorted out on stuff if that wasn't on there. It insulates it. It's there for a reason. Oh. That hose. Oh man, that finger here, the hand's got that arthritis in there. It's hurting. I get this thing so I can go off of it more. It's still being annoying. It's just not enough. Stuff's hard to take back off, so it's good stuff.
gotta like slice it a little bit. Let's try that. Pull it off. Clip it. Nice and clean cut there. Alright, let's see if we can do it now. Yeah, kind of. Not really. Gotta clip it back more. That's a bummer. Yeah, I'll clip that part off too. Ow. Pinched my hand. Alright, maybe it'll fit now. That's better. Let's do it now. Oh, I'll take the pigtail out while I do it. Apparently, it's got the slacks being taken up from the pigtail being in there. So let's undo that pigtail. So, lesson learned on those Chinese windshield washer sprayer motors. The seals are just garbage. You go out, they're fine until you have to move it or do anything. All of a sudden, it just leaked all out, and I lost all my washer fluid. So, pretty much everything else I put on this has been OEM or good or brand name. That's the reason why. Things tend to just be better. And then ultimately it's still better on your wallet because I don't have to buy them again and lose coolant or lose the washer fluid again, all that stuff. These things are like annoying. I'm gonna clip a lot of these off. It's convoluted tubing. It's really tight moving it, so that's getting in the way. Yeah, I just like to have the wire loom and the, convoluted tubing kind of thing. But sometimes stuff gets in the way. So it's got the wire loom tape on it anyway, so that's fine. Makes it real hard to articulate it and move it where you need it when you got all that stuff on it. For connections sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. So, yeah, now I got a lot more free play. Try to get this in the spot where I need it. That wire. Man, that wire's annoying. I should have hooked this up when I put the alternator back on. So lesson learned in the future. When you got the clearance all in there, when you're just putting it on, just do it while you're there. Don't do it like this. If you can help it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep the rubber peeled back on it. I thought, oh, it'll be okay. I'll just do it now. Like later on. Man, that's hard. Doing it this way. I just got it on there. I just gotta get the nut on it. Put it back in there and I don't think about it until something goes wrong in the future. But nothing should be going wrong with how we're getting it on. So, here we go. Put this nut on now. Get my hand in there. Makes it that much harder holding that little knot. You don't want to lose this thing off your hand. Ah, come on. Ow. Digging into my hand. Oh, jeez. That throttle should have been done after. Ow. Wow. Ow. Oh, where's the nut? That's what's making it hard, is I have to get that nut in there. Oh, my hand's all squished. This way is better. Just gotta make sure that nut doesn't get lost. Come on. Oh man, that nut. I'm gonna reach through the inside of the doghouse. I think that's a better option. Alright. Yeah, that looks a lot better from back here. Yeah, gotta remember you're gonna go through the doghouse on this thing. Still. Oh, still hard. Popped off. Come on now. Yeah, definitely do this, guys. With all that stuff out of the way, if you can, if you're ready. So, lesson learned on that. Yeah, I got it started finally. Like it's a 10 millimeter. Let's get that. We're almost there, guys. I'll get you guys in here. There we go. There. Wow. All right. Got that fun stuff on there. Next, let's put this pigtail back in on here. Probably should have done that while I was back there. No, I can get it right here. There. Okay. Got an AC plug right here. I believe that's where that. Yeah. I know these go for. These are for the airbox stuff. That's why they don't fit. That's the thing, though. A lot of these things, they won't fit in any other slot but the one that they're made for. So, not a big deal. That's kind of nice, so then you can't put it in the wrong thing. Okay, let's continue. Took a little longer than I wanted to, expected it to, but sometimes stuff's like that. You know? That little nut was a pain in the butt. So next time, when I do something like that, I'll hook everything to it while I'm putting it in before all the other stuff comes in, because that was real hard to get to. Luckily, I didn't let go of the nut and lose it in there. So, that's good. Now let's start getting these connections in place. So this little evap right here, get you guys lower. Zoom a touch. Whole lot of plugs to go into place in here. So this one for the evap system. There. For that nice solid click, so that's good news. Okay, these ones for the ignition control and coil module stuff. So we're about to put that in right now. We got that sitting right here. This has to go in there. So we'll put that in now. Goes right here. Evap hose out of here, PCV rather. Yeah, this kind of stuff where stuff's trying to get a little more tricky because everything's kind of starting to be on top of each other. So just have to be mindful of that. Be patient. Takes a lot of patience. Messing with that little nut was kind of getting me frustrated. But, you know, just keep trying till I get it. So we'll get this ignition control module stuff in here now. Trying to get this stuff out of the way. Okay, there, now that's out of the way. We'll put that back after we put this in. I'm gonna tie this thing up. That's in the way. Just some 550 cord. You can use bungee cords or whatever you got, zip ties. Gets it so you have more clearance to get into what you're working on. Just cinching it up to the doghouse mount that's off the dash. That's better. That'll work. Alright, let's continue. Try to get a better view for you guys. More about right here, I'd say. that area is where we're doing this. Okay, there's 2 fasteners in here that are left. We'll get those in position. Would be one because that throttle thing piggybacks with it. So okay. So this could get piggybacked with the other thing. Right off the lower intake manifold. The upper part's plastic, that doesn't go on that. So keep doing that. Alright. In here. A lot of shadows and darkness, so bear with me. Right in here is where one of the studs goes. Started by hand. Alright, cool. That one's going in. So ignition control or coil control module and the ignition coil. That's what that is. I gotta get the other fastener out. It's under these tools. One moment, guys. Okay, we got him. All right, back around the other way. There we go. Hard to get. Hang on. So that light. Man, stuff's getting stuck on the magnet. Okay. All right, there we go. That's what we're working with. So the one stud on the bottom right by that red plug that's already in, it's the one up above that's got nothing with the hole that piggybacks with the throttle body cable.
hold down brace thing. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Let's see if I can get you guys to balance in there. Get the light in here better. Whoops. Okay. Cool. So you guys can see it better than I can. I can't even see on this side. I think these are 10s. Ow. This one's upside down. It don't look right. Let's try the other one. Yeah, it's upside down. Yeah, that one's going right. Make sure the other one's not upside down too. Ow, give my hand back. Okay, those look like 10s. Yeah, extension on here. All right. Here's an extension. We had to do 2 of the normal sized ones. I think that should have the clearance we're shooting for. Oh, just more, I guess. You get enough extensions, sometimes you can just totally do stuff without like any obstruction. That's really nice. How's it going, Cuds Map? And Shiv Charians, thanks for commenting and stopping in, guys. Appreciate you, both of you. So, there we go. Let's try this. Got 3 of these normal sized ones. And we'll go thread it through here. Attempt to. Okay. Cinch it up by hand first. Get the other one tightened a bit. Whoops. Can't see anything. Yeah, you guys can't see nothing. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Whoops. Obstructing something in there. Wait, man, it's so dark in there. It's annoying how dark it is. There. It's
on the head now. I just gotta get it by hand now. The wires in the way. Yeah, you guys have to move back a little bit because it's gonna bump into you with the ratchet. But we're on the head of that bolt. Let's get it snug. Yeah, that's snug. And the other one. Right here. Oops. You'll see the ratchet coming in. Or extension socket. Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's in place now. So we got this other nut here. Here we go. It's for a little bracket here for this AC line brace thing. Right here. Alright, let's have to take the bolt off this first. Put the brace on, then slide it back through. There's no clearance if I try to do it the other way. Okay. Brackets off. So it's gonna get put on there like that. And then we got this knot go on top. Okay. And then back on here. Let's see. You can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. So this has this bracket right here. This goes on to here, piggybacks with it. It's got a built-in like knot on the into the thing itself, so let's sandwich it together. Then we're gonna get wrench or socket on these and get them cinched up so they're not just hand tight. Let's see. Okay, first put the socket by itself. Here we go. Okay, looks like I'm putting a wrench. Here we go. 10 millimeter. Not go too crazy, just get it snug. That's good. Okay, next thing be up here. It feels like a, I don't know what that is. There, so you can see it. Okay, now you can see there's a knot. Right there. But not right on that little bracket. That's what we're gonna get now. I think it's a 13. Let's try that. Just want to get these done. Make sure they're actually tightened. They don't fall off or anything weird. So we got our 13 socket. It's too big. Is that a 10 thing? Let's check. No, we got a 12 here. Let's try that. Yeah, it might be a 10. It didn't seem like it's a 10 though. Maybe it's this 11 here. No, I guess it's a 10. This doesn't look like a 10. Huh, that's weird. Oh, I gotta get the wrench in. Yeah, it's a 10. Just felt bigger for some reason. I'm not sure why. I guess versus what that little knot looked like. So that makes sense. There, it's snugged up. Good. Okay. It's going to be this engine coolant temperature sensor down here. I'll go ahead and plug that in. We still have to do the driver's side exhaust manifold. We did the passenger side the other night on the live. That one was fun. Not really, it wasn't that fun. So it looks like it goes into this little wire bundle of fun right here. Let's see what the pigtail goes off of. Right here's the clip. So just like that, I'm gonna reach down through the wheel well into it. It's a weird angle for me from this way. And that sensor is pretty important for the coolant temperature sensor. Bolts right into the cylinder head. try to get through here. It's still hard through there. I have the tires still in place on this side. Yeah, it's right there. Pretty sure that's the one. Let's try it. Yeah. Just gotta move you guys over a little bit. That's this one. Too much of this wire loom stuff. I'm gonna clip some of it off. It's the convoluted tubing, rather. The stuff's fine until you have to put the stuff back in place, and then it's just like standing straight and it doesn't want to bend. Let's get this stuff out of here. Just so we can articulate it a little better, that's all. This is stuff I put on after, so it wasn't factory like that. As much, it does come factory with it to an extent, but I just put a little extra on there. But it makes it more rigid and harder to bend and articulate in certain areas, so sometimes you gotta trim it back a bit if you put too much on. Just to protect the wires is what it's for. Alright. Let's see if I can get it in there now. No, that's not the right one. That's for the AC. So it's probably this one. I'm gonna clip this off too. Yeah, it seems like it can take a bit to get all this stuff done, but I got a few things checked off the checklist I got of what's left. So progress is progress. Okay, let's try this now. Maybe it's this one. Get this stuff off of here. For stuff that really sits still, like the big wire looms, this stuff makes a lot of sense. So when you're trying to put stuff back together, it can really get tight and hard to put things in place and stuff. I think this is the right one.
corner is so hard to get my hand in there. I think that's the right one. Wow. Yeah, this looks right. And like I said, each plug goes to a certain spot. They don't fit into each other's spots, so it's kind of good. Oh, what the heck is going on? Must not be the right one. That's such a tight fit. It's like the worst little spot for your arm to go through. You're trying to cut your arm up. It's definitely not the right one. There's not. It would have went in if it was supposed to. So this one has to be it. I remember it being a pain taking it off to begin with, too. I'll trim back some of this wire loom tape on it. I got a little too thick on there. See if I can just actually unwind it. It's just hard to bend it at the end of it. So I just need to move it off the end. Just trim it with this. Stuff's like real hard when you got it all masked on there. Good stuff. Sheets annoying. I got really good tape. It stays on there good. Yeah, that light is terrible. It's so dark in here.
Alright, let's try it again.
What the heck is going on?
Wow. I gotta get down there. It's tight to fit in there. Okay, so it's not that plug down there. Look over here. I think it could be that plug. I don't think the shape's right. I have the old sensor in this thing. Maybe not. I'll get underneath and see it again. Pretty tight down here too. There, I got it. I kept trying to put the wrong one in, so I figured it out. Just the way the shape looked like, it just didn't look like the shape that was gonna go in it. I guess the wrong one. There. Let's gotta make sure we get the tension. Okay, we're not too tight. Perfect. Let's do some more of these. Bring you guys over here. So the ignition control module and coil stuff. We'll go ahead and attach that now too, the pigtails. So right here. Get all this stuff done. Oh no, I can't see anything. Swoop these under. There. I'll start getting them on where we gotta put them.
Oh, see if this one goes over here. I'll make sure we don't drop nothing in that little exposed valve cover hole where that PCV goes. So we gotta put that back in there too. Okay, there we go. We found one. Oh, it's on the wrong way. That's why. That might help. Okay, that's not the right one. It's probably this one then. There. Okay, then this one, let's go to the map sensor. Here. Oh, come on, get in there. Not that's the right one. It's just being stubborn. A little bit better light here. Okay, it's a brand new map sensor. That's why I was being a little stubborn. I mean, these sensors were new. Well, like pretty much everything's new in here. Okay, here's our ignition control, our ignition coil wire. So that one goes right down here. Get on there tight. Okay, done. Okay, our throttle body, our throttle position sensor, and idle air control. We're gonna plug them in now. We just got a good chunk of these done. Okay, then our AC2. Throttle body stuff. Oops. Right there. I'll zoom in some. There they are. Right here, guys. Those two sensors. Then our AC. Right there in that blue. I think that's all that's on this thing. And then there's something else too. To figure out what the... Oh, there's some... No. Something else that needs to be plugged into. Oh, come on now. Throttle position's in. Got idle air control now. that's not it. There, idle air control done. Okay, this must be that AC line. Okay. Yeah, looks like that's what that is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the last pieces of those puzzles. That part. Just have to plug that part in there. There, AC's in, and this back side of the AC as well. There, boom. Okay, I gotta zip tie this thing in. I think this'll work. Just a zip tie. So this thing got boogered up when I pulled it out. See if you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, this freaking toe. Okay, so that plug-in right there, here, I have to zip tie the back side of it. I did buy the new part, but I'm just gonna try to see if I can run it with the zip tie holding the one clip that got boogered up in. And if it doesn't work, I have the new part that's gonna be here any day now. Anyway, not a big deal. Can't see anything. Okay, light time. It's extremely dark, guys, in here. Just the shadows that get cast, it's just nuts. So there's a little knob on it. I'm trying to show you. You can see just the thing, but if you don't see the details, you don't really see what I'm trying to do. So there's those little knobs off the back of here. We're just going to zip tie around it and grip the knobs and pull it down so it keeps tension on it, so it doesn't try to pop out and cause intermittent you know, electrical stuff. Excuse me if my hand's in the way. See if we can even get this thing on there. The zip tie is not very high quality. if I clip a little clip a little groove into this thing, I can have the zip tie go into the groove and then call it good on that. Because if I don't have to use the part, that's fine by me. Because if I change the thing, I have to rewire it in anyway. And just the one clip was boogered up, so if I can just modify it to make it fit, I can live with that. Because it just needs to go over a touch more right here on this channel where this kind of gets like a slope. So to get it to fit in there, I'm just going to clip a little groove with these bad boys here. Let's try that. Oh, come on now. Give me that clearance I need. Let's go. It's like the angle is weird. These things would be like cutting through butter. Those things are nice and sharp. I could pop her out, I guess. And then just modify it by outside of it. So make sure I don't booger this side up while I'm doing that. Oh, come on. Here we go. No, I don't know what's up with all these Phillips head screwdrivers laying around. I'm trying to get a flat tip one. Hang on, guys. It's a weird thing because then when I need a Phillips head, it's all flat heads everywhere. Alright, here's a flat head. Come on now. Why are you doing that to me? So I'll leave it cinched in. It doesn't even want to come out. I don't know. I don't feel like I should disturb it if it doesn't want to come out. Since I already have it cinched in that good. That's what caused me to kind of booger it up in the first place. It didn't want to come out. So I like made it come out. And then it broke the one wing off it. And then here we are. Trying to push that hole down back in. Kind of stupid design anyway with the plastic wings on something. And the replacement part was like 114 bucks. Just because that dumb plastic. Oh, it's insanity. Need something short to kind of smack it down. Maybe this worthless torque wrench. That thing is not a fan of it. It doesn't have any positive click, so you can just keep torquing and it's way over torquing everything. Just trying to get it seated. That should be fun. We're just gonna try to get the. Well, this thing didn't even go in right. Yeah, everything about the spider injector design is so stupid, guys. Oh. Brilliant. Where does zip tie go? Here it is. Let's just try to get this in here. See if it works. If it doesn't, we'll change it. Okay, it's caught under that lip. I'm trying to cinch it up now. It doesn't work. I think if I run it through this little thing,
like a drill hole in the cap or something. I don't care about this cap. I have the whole new part anyway. Just trying to, you know, make it work without changing the part if I don't have to. Because I still have another Blazer that uses the same stuff anyway. So it's not like I bought the part for no reason whatsoever. Like I don't use it on something else, you know, that kind of thing. There we go. I probably just clipped the plastic. I think the drill method would probably be good. It's got to be gentle. But it gives me your excuse to use that new drill. Let me grab it. Yeah, I'll find a better quality zip tie in here too. That thing's like the most chintzy junk you can get. Oh yeah, you got a nice big fat girthy one. There we go. Now we're talking. Now I'm gonna get this drill out. Alright, we're getting in there, guys. We're gonna get the battery put on the new drill. So this kit looked familiar and I figured out why. I had the same kit back in New York when I was working at the Dodge Chrysler dealership. Because these didn't have the brushless come out back then. I think I got a sweet deal on this stuff. Just got the brush so you can see the sparks. Oh, maybe you can't see what I'm talking about. Here we go. See the sparks? It's got the brush. It's the brushed kind. But guys, I got a sweet deal on that. I paid $160 for this drill and a 3/8 impact with 2 batteries for $160. And I'm like, this looks familiar. I'm like, oh, I used to have the same exact set back in New York. I only had to get this because I traded my other drill stuff for the Malibu car out there, the 09 Malibu. Okay, there we go. It's still a fresh drill. A drill's better than no drill, right? I get it brushless again in the future. Not too hard to get brushless because pretty much everything's brushless now anyways. This is just an anomaly getting this brush tool. Dang, it's just not the part where I broke. Dang, you gonna go through for me, please? Come on now. We're almost there. You're always fascinated how thick this is. I don't want to drill my hand either. We're still good. I just have to get this dang thing in there. Just don't want those shavings falling in where this thing. Everything's seated in already. I'm not worried about the shavings. Well, at least the drill works. Come on now, get out there. AC line. Gotta be like that. It's just slipping down slowly. There we go. Puncture penetration. Awesome. Okay. Now we just gotta get this big old zip tie to fit through here. This bad boy right here. Get in there. Oh, it fits. That's good. Put a route on the outside. Oh, just the tip's fitting. It's not okay. It's going. It's going. We got it. Just getting annoyed by that. Oh, jeez. Huh. It's like that thing has to be clipped back or something. Okay, let's do that then. Like I said, this just to get it going. So I already had the part on the way, but I don't see if I don't have to install it, then that's fine. Just save it. If I can make it work with just modifying this cat cover. That AC line is so annoying, guys. I had it tied up, but it's not tight enough. Apparently. The most annoying thing. Make sure I didn't puncture any wires. Okay, nothing's poked, so that's good. That's a cover thing. The actual clips are built into the plug-in, the pigtail itself. So with that cover being up a little bit, it's okay for now. Oh, that's good. I'll try to tuck it under the HVAC thing or something. Oh, so annoying. Okay. Guess I can try to route it from over here. Let's get that zip tie. Put it. I set it down and like disappeared into the background. Try to have something to anchor it off of. I guess the fuel line thing. If I can get it to do that. Like this way. I don't know, it's just kind of janky. Well, at least I got the new part. So if this doesn't work, we can just change it out. Oh man, I didn't even loop it around the thing I was supposed to. I just cinched it down. Got ahead of myself on that. It actually looks like it'll work if I do that. So I just have to push something in the zip tie thing and release it. I got that little mini screwdriver. This is the perfect one for it. A tiny little opening, so you need something small to fit in there.
There's gonna be no substitute except for the one that fits. So let's try this. Can't see nothing. Well, I think the locking mechanisms on this side. This stupid rope out of here. Sorry about that, guys. It's just a little tiny flat head. Yeah, there's that little mechanism. I'm only doing this because I don't have a lot of zip ties left right now. Otherwise, I just clip it. Start over. It worked. Yeah, there. Okay. Oh, it's just like slightly too short. Oh, God. Okay. I don't know if I have another one to junction it together, or daisy chain it, or whatever you want to call it. Let me see. I got my little zip tie stash so we can continue. We're gonna just junction it together. Oh, the metal ones? Those are two. Some of those came with some of the heat shield stuff for like the spark plug wires. I think it's just Amazon brand, so it's kind of junk. But this has to go this direction. Yeah, those things will cut into your hands if you don't have good gloves on. I think this thing got blown out. I think I damaged it or something. Yeah. Alright, so I have to switch to another zip tie team. And the other one's garbage. Really earning every little bit of ground on getting this thing done, guys. This is that those little things, you know. It's really finicky stuff. This is a stupid line. The line didn't even go in. I'm just gonna cut it. I don't want to deal with that. There. There. Nice fresh zip ties. I'm just going to have them lightly off of the Schrader valve of the fuel thing. Should be okay. It's just not a whole lot of pressure. It just needs just that little bit to keep it anchored. I just want to make sure these wire looms aren't stuck in between it either, like it tried to do right there. Okay, it came off of here. There, okay. I don't even know. It's that AC line's annoying. I know that. Can't see nothing. There, now my arm's in the way of that. I don't know, this thing's a stupid thing, man. I'll just run it like that. I'm not even gonna bother with that zip tie thing. If it doesn't work, I got the part. It's gonna be here any day now. And go on with life. That's why I ordered it, because I figured it wouldn't work. Okay. You could try to make sometimes things work when they do when you have to make it work that way. There's nothing really to anchor it to. That's like directly below it. It goes right into the upper intake manifold. We'll put this plastic back over these little holes. And when we go to put the air box stuff on, we'll vacuum out the top of the throttle body. It's all been wiped down and everything like that. So, more to come. That's all the time I'm going to have for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you like this stuff. I appreciate it. All right, till next time, guys.